Hello and welcome to Den of Fathers. I'm your host Ian Brown, and today I want to touch on kids and tablets, electronics, computers, and devices. And I was actually scrolling through Facebook, and I had seen where somebody had posed a question in one of the dad groups I'm part of to should a toddler have a tablet to use or not. And it really got me thinking about electronics and our kids and what age is appropriate for them and how much they should be using it. And I don't think there's any clear-cut right or wrong answer on that. Do I think there's an age that might be a little too young? 6 months, a year, 2 years, that stuff. The usefulness to them, I don't know how much there is, but there's also a lot of devices specifically aimed as simple things, kind of like just matching blocks and colors for the younger toddlers and then working your way up. The thing is that we live in a technological society today, and if you want to prepare your children to be successful adults, having them familiar and skilled with electronic devices is going to be key and pivotal to them being successful. It just really truly is. Whether you like it or not, it's the reality of the world we're faced with. So with that in mind, you don't want to shelter them so much that you're not letting them have any interaction with it, because that can be more detrimental than them using it too much. On that other spectrum, we also want to rein that in. There's a lot of research and studies out there. I recommend you guys go out and do some reading. I mean, you just type it into Google and it's amazing the amount of information that's out there on it, talking about use of devices for children, but really all of us. It lets you know where you rank, where you should be, things you can do to improve your health if you spend a lot of time on devices. Maybe you have to with a job, you're in front of a laptop, computer, tablet, phone a lot. So there's a lot of different things that you can do that they encourage to help with your eyes and your mind and just your overall function. So for us in our household, and what our approach is that at a younger age, now not at the age of 2 or 3, I'd say probably, starting around 4 was the first time our kids really started playing on computers or devices at all and just started getting semi-familiar with it. But on that same token, it's something that we limit the time. My son's now 6, so he's had a couple of years of playing with electronics, games, devices, whatever it may be. And my daughter's 11, so she's, shall we say, just for the sake of this, 7 years now she's been. But it's still something that they don't live on those items and it doesn't control their life. We also want to make sure, like we said, they know how to function and use those devices, because that's going to help lead them to success as adults. And it's also a great opportunity for us to have conversations with them about correct and incorrect use of devices and the internet, because there's a big whole wide world web out there, and if you're not teaching them about it and talking to them about it, somebody else is going to, a friend is going to, the internet is going to, somebody else out there is going to teach them. And they may not teach them the same way you would teach them. They may not care about them and give them truthful, helpful answers. You will. So make sure you're the one that's controlling that conversation. Make sure you're the one that gets to teach them. So I'm curious though, what do you guys think? Obviously, starting for us, our kids around age 4 probably started picking up devices, not a regular usage, but that's when they started using them. Is that sound too early to you guys, or is that kind of on point? Did some of you start your kids on devices earlier? What do you all think? I'd love to know your thoughts, any information, research you have on it, or experiences for you. And if you are enjoying this video today, I'd certainly really appreciate a thumbs up. And as well as, if there's anything on this channel that does bring you value, please hit that subscribe button so you can stay connected. And now I do thank you all for tuning in. Keep getting better every day, and we'll see y'all again soon. Take care now.